Well, once again, welcome back. On this episode, I'm going to give you two pieces of really good news about Dogecoin and a connection to Ethereum with those good pieces of news. In addition, I'm going to give you one bad piece of news, but it's not really that bad, but a little bit of concern. However, I think that the Dogecoin team is going to try and tackle this bad news. Just wait until you see what it is. It's a little bit of infringement on the Dogecoin name. And then finally, we're going to take a look at the Dogecoin chart, see where Dogecoin is going, and then I'm going to finish up by trying to convince you Dogecoin holders out there. And that's okay that you're a Dogecoin holder because so am I. And this is Dogecast, but I'm going to try to convince you to diversify your portfolio a little bit by adding some more Ethereum to that portfolio. If you haven't already, I'm going to try to encourage you more and more to do that because I think Ethereum is the natural connection with Dogecoin and it should be in your portfolio as well, in addition to some other coins possibly, but definitely Ethereum. However, we need to jump into this good news, so let's go ahead and do that. On to the first good piece of news. This is actually a screenshot that I took on my phone. Once I saw this news reported, I need to do that and then send it over to myself via Gmail. Here it is. You can see as reported by the Dogecoin dev team. Congrats on a quick adoption. Over 600 nodes now are running the 1.14.4 upgrade. This is the new upgrade that the Doge development team just pushed out and is going to go live as soon as enough of the nodes on the blockchain, which are the computers that communicate with each other for the security reasons of transactions with using Dogecoin, they need to upgrade in order to accept this new update. 600 nodes have done it. There's still 900 or just about 900 left to do that. And the reason that this is so important is because it's going to push Dogecoin to the forefront of digital currencies that are going to be ready to be used on platforms, major platforms like Walmart or Amazon. Not quite there yet, but getting there because you need to lower the transaction fees, which is something that Bitcoin and even Ethereum does not have right now, but Dogecoin will after the full integration of the 1.21 upgrade. After this upgrade, which will lower the transaction fees for Dogecoin by at least 100 times. Some individuals are saying it could be 1,000 times or even 10,000 times. But at least we can minimally report that it would be 100 times fee reduction, and a number of other bugs would be fixed, making Dogecoin much more secure, much more legitimate. And we know with the next upgrade, the 1.21 upgrade, and the bridge to Ethereum, this is just going to make Dogecoin into a super coin, add an extreme amount of value to Dogecoin. So really good news here. This fits with the previous good news and also reported by the Dogecoin dev team. You can see here, should we expect to see Dogecoin turn to be proof of stake in a few months? You can see the question here by Zhu Su. What are some promising ideas for Ethereum Doge cooperation? What was it about Doge that got you interested in the project? He is asking this to Vitalik Buterin, who is one of the co-founders and major developers of Ethereum, and now he is on the team, the board of advisors with Dogecoin. And look at Vitalik's answer. Personally, I hope that Doge can switch to proof of stake soon. Proof of stake is basically how you mine the coins that are used by any cryptocurrency. Bitcoin right now uses proof of work. Proof of work takes a lot of energy because you get coins based off of the amount of energy that you use in order to mine those coins. It's proof of work. Proof of stake is when you get to mine coins based off of the amount of coins that you own. So if you have 3% stake in the coins, you could theoretically mine 3% of them. This is going to lower the use of electricity, higher the environmental friendliness of the entire mining transaction, and also lengthen the amount of time that mining the coins would be valuable enough for the individuals that are in effect actually mining them. Only altcoins right now are using proof of stake, but Ethereum switching over to proof of stake, and Vitalik Buterin saying, I hope Dogecoin switches over to proof of stake as well. I believe Dogecoin will switch over to proof of stake. It's also a more secure way of mining as well. And you can see Vitalik continues forward. He says, I also hope that they don't cancel the 5 billion year annual proof of work in issuance. Basically, Dogecoin adds about 5 billion coins per year. This is actually important. I think Dogecoin should continue to do this as well. They may continue to add it to the circulating supply or take Vitalik's suggestion here and said instead put it into some kind of DAO, or decentralized autonomous organization, basically some sort of decentralized organization that can make a decision on sending those funds to some sort of public good, donation, those sort of things. It would fit well with Dogecoin's non-greedy, wholesome ethos. So I agree as well, or maybe in fact just keep the 5 billion in circulation as well. The reason you would want to keep the 5 billion in circulation is because it does in fact artificially keep the value of Dogecoin a little bit lower, not that much lower, but a little bit lower. And this is important because we want Dogecoin to be used almost like digital currency. We don't want it to become digital gold. It was never meant to do so. So don't make Dogecoin or try to make Dogecoin into something that it isn't. However, Vitalik here is suggesting perhaps maybe you can just donate all of that off in addition, and that would actually be a good idea as well. This is the only negative piece of news that I want to bring to you about Dogecoin today. And I actually think that the Dogecoin team is going to be fighting against this kind of nonsense now. And this is one of the issues that I have brought up in previous videos that I have with the cryptocurrency market, or arena, if you would call it that. The fact that there's so many cryptos out there, I mean, tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of different cryptos, and more just keep popping up all the time. And they have no ethics with their names. They will, if you call yourself Dogecoin, they'll call themselves Dogecoin 2.0. That's right. There is a coin right now that is saying that it was created by the original members or people that were a part of Dogecoin really early on, and they're calling themselves Dogecoin 2.0. Infringement, if you please. I mean, but guess what? There's really no rules, but the Dogecoin team is going to start trying to fight nonsense like this, because now Dogecoin 2.0 is up 345%. People are putting their money into Dogecoin 2.0 because they think of it like Ethereum 2.0. Like, wait a second, is this the upgrade to Dogecoin? Maybe I should invest in this. And then other people are going to push it because they put their money in it already. They want the market cap to go up, and then they're going to sell it. This is destructive for cryptocurrency as a whole. I don't mind cryptos having fun. I don't mind them setting up and then sending off their coins for donation reasons and things like that. But don't try to infringe upon other cryptos. Don't try to take from their name. That's ridiculous. I would highly suggest you do not invest in Dogecoin 2.0 and do not invest in any other cryptos that are in some sort of a sick way just copying another cryptocurrency just for the sake of trying to take money or value from that cryptocurrency. If they're doing their own thing, fine. No problem. Dogecoin did its own thing from the very beginning. It was a joke. It was a meme. It wasn't trying to be Bitcoin. It wasn't trying to be Ethereum. It was trying to be its own thing. These things are legitimately trying to take away from Dogecoin by unethically copying Dogecoin. If you scroll down the article, you can see this. It says the Dogecoin Foundation issued a stern warning against its latest copycat. The organization tasked with support for Dogecoin's core developers and projects that make use of it was reestablished after 6 years and halted with their participation. Scrolling down the article, you can read this. The Dogecoin Foundation issued a stern warning against its latest copycat. The organization that is tasked with the support of Dogecoin's core developers and projects. Why is Dogecoin Foundation not happy? In its warning, the Dogecoin Foundation noted that Dogecoin 2.0 has no connection or relationship with Dogecoin. Furthermore, the organization already purportedly mobilized its brand protection lawyers. That's right. That's why the Dogecoin Foundation was so important, because now there are lawyers that are going to back up the protection of that brand, which is Dogecoin, and they're contacting developers of Dogecoin 2.0 and telling them that what they need to do is reasonably rename their coin. If they're not so worried that their coin, the legitimacy or how good their coin is going to do has to do with their name, then rename it. Calling it Dogecoin 2.0 is honestly kind of disgusting. And actually, this is one of the good reasons why we need to have some regulation in cryptocurrencies. We want to keep cryptocurrencies decentralized. But if you don't regulate cryptocurrencies at all, but imagine if somebody comes out and just has Bitcoin 2.0, Bitcoin 3.0, Bitcoin Pro, Bitcoin Best. They could just name it whatever they want. You need people to fight this. Now, Bitcoin, the developers of Bitcoin can definitely fight this. They got a lot of money. But now Dogecoin has lawyers and a team on its side as well, and they are going to fight this. If anyone's trying to push you into buying Dogecoin 2.0, do not buy it. It is not good for Dogecoin or cryptocurrency at all. Moving on to the Dogecoin chart for the day, you can see Dogecoin is down almost 0.5%, so not a lot of movement right now. It is staying pretty close to that 30-cent line. It actually had a pretty decent week, up almost 10% in the last week. We saw some pretty good rise here on the 31st. Into the first, went way up, and now Dogecoin is kind of hovering at that 30-cent range. If Dogecoin can stay at the 30-cent range for a few days, it will get us off of the line of declination. It was what I was talking about, this line of declination that kind of started here on the 16th and has continued forward. Dogecoin needed to get this rise, which it did. You can see starting August 31st to September 1st, it rose up. It's off the line of declination. It needs to stay up here. And if it could stay up here for a few more days, it will officially be off that line of declination. It will likely consolidate out and then make its next move, which will hopefully be up. Again, we were saying hopefully up to the 38-cent range. And I did promise you that I wanted to talk to you a little bit about Ethereum, okay? I believe that everyone who is a Dogecoin holder should also be diversifying their portfolio by adding more Ethereum to your portfolio. Ethereum is a really solid choice. There's other good cryptocurrencies out there. There's other good altcoins. I think Cardano is another good altcoin. ADA, XRP. I would go Cardano over XRP, but Ethereum is solid. If you don't have it in your portfolio right now, you should really consider doing that because it's much more stable. It's much less volatile than Dogecoin, and you want to have a mix. You don't want to have just one volatile coin, because is Dogecoin going to have some meteoric rises? Yes, but it's going to have some meteoric falls too. You want to mix that together with something that's going to be a little bit more stable, and Ethereum is that. You can see Ethereum's up 1.24% today. Over the week, Ethereum is up 21.32%. Over the month, it is up 45.49%. So although Dogecoin has been performing well too, Ethereum has really been performing well. And so I would encourage you, and going into the future, Ethereum looks like it's going to be a very solid choice. Remember, we are long-term investors, 5 years and more. I see Ethereum in 5 years at possibly 100,000 price point in 5 years. I mean, and this is, I'm not trying to exaggerate or anything. With the fact that it's going to be deflationary, and with the fact that Ethereum's new upgrade is coming out and so many other coins utilize the Ethereum blockchain, there's just a no doubter. Ethereum's here to stay. And so I would consider encouraging you to all do that. Hopefully you guys found the information today really good and helpful. You guys are awesome. Thank you for coming along with me. As always, I will catch you next time.